he's the boss, he decides everything on the pitch. On the next game, because that's really, against China, that's a 6-pointer.
Hello Jordi, how are you?
Very good, and happy to be back. Happy to see all the faces again from the staff, players, and you can see that everybody is very excited for the games to come. Well, I think the most important is there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, which obviously always gives you that extra piece of motivation because you want to make everybody happy, you want to please everyone. I think in terms of coaching staff, I see a very professional group that everybody really knows very well what their main, and I think it's always vital when you want to have results on the pitch. Things have to be very well organized off the pitch, and in that aspect I can only see a very good cooperation between all the staff, local staff, foreign staff, and also the players. What can I say? Like, they come here and they know this is a very important games coming up because there's an historical chance, and you can feel the motivation everywhere. Well, I think Australia was a bit of bad luck in the sense that players had to travel for 20-something hours. They came directly to Australia, so there was no real time to prepare things tactically. So I think it was very difficult. Also, the time difference for a lot of players was just a bit tough because you fly 20 hours, you have 10-hour time difference, and 1.5 days after you need to play a super important game. But I think also the main lesson was we had good chances with the 0-0, and in games like this, when you have your half chance, you need to score, because then the game is completely different. And I think the Bahrain match at home, we were a bit better in control. We scored at 1-0, which gives you a little bit that benefit. And to be honest, our life would have been a little bit less in terms of nervous if we would just made one of the 2-3 good chances we had to score the 2-0, because that would have kind of killed that game off, and we would have a different kind of game. But still, I think the most important thing is always to learn from past experiences and learn from them. When you move forward, you need to know what you have to do. I think the home game against China, that's what in football we call like a 6-pointer. It's the vital game. Always in football, the first game is the most important game. But I think it's the most important game also because China is near to us. So you just need to try to kind of get one rival less for your main objective. And I think what we have to do is mainly think game by game. So to think about Japan now, it's not yet. First we need to solve the home game, to win it, to take the 3 points, to get confidence, and from there on we can analyze the next one. Well, I think good thing is that we can speak very open. We have like two different kind of characters, which is sometimes good, because then when you see things from different angles, it only helps to see more things. 4 eyes always see more than 2. But I think in general, what I like is with the Dutch staff, they're all together, strong with this objective. And I'm included in that, of course, with all of them. And what I like is they're all really, the mentality in Holland is to be very open-minded speaking, like not to be afraid to give your opinion. You feel that, you see it, and in the end, Patrick is the boss. He will decide who's going to play, how we're going to play, all these details. And but I do like the synchronization between the staff and with myself and Patrick. Well, it's always about football, about players, about the squad, about what ideas he has. But in the end, he's the boss. He decides everything on the pitch. Well, I think it's vital. In every country or continent, football sometimes is different, and you need to get the right person in who can understand the Dutch staff, who can understand the local mentality, and to try to find the right mix and to help in any way. Of course, we've been looking around here and there, but it's a process that is important. But now I think the most important thing is just to focus on the next game, because that's really, against China, that's a 6-pointer. And when we have a little bit more time and we better know where we're standing, then I hope we will address this issue in the right time, basically. Well, I think he's a person with a lot of experience in many clubs as a player, also his after playing career. And I think he's a person that very well knows the culture here, there. And I also, well, he played with my father many years ago, so probably I've admired him when I was a little boy, when I was seeing him train. But I think he's absolutely going to be helpful for the federation in many different ways. And the most important thing is we all feel he has a lot of passion to help Indonesia in any positive way, and I think that's the most important. Everybody who comes has to have that drive to really help to improve everything that we can improve.